Hello, my name is Brianna Snyder, and today I will be telling you about the book I read, The Aviators by Winston, Groom. This book was about Charles Lindbergh, Eddie Rickenbacker, and Jimmy Doolittle and their accomplishments during the age of flight. I read this entire book, cover to cover, every word on every page. I really enjoyed reading this book. Groom did an amazing job of giving this book a personal feel and very interesting. He gave a personal touch to the stories, like including Rickenbacker's background of starting out as an auto mechanic and then kind of fighting his way to become one of the top flying aces during World War I. He also went into detail about Doolittle and how he led the Tokyo raid in retaliation to Pearl Harbor, and how Lindbergh had his first solo flight across the Atlantic. So that kind of gives you a range. He goes from, the solo flight to a very heavy airstrike retaliation. He is a fantastic writer. He does a really good job of making you feel a part of the story. Like, for example, he went into great detail about how Rickenbacker's plane went down and how him and the crew were facing near starvation and there were sharks circling. Another great thing that he did, was at the very beginning of the book, I think he called it a picture library or something, but he included pictures of all of the people. That was very helpful. I'm a visual person. I like to kind of, have that person, what they look like while I'm reading about them. He also included a map. Later on, I didn't get a screenshot of it to show you, but later on he kind of had what I would call conversation bubbles over certain particular aspects of the map to talk about. So that was very helpful. The only thing about this book was, I think it classifies as history or a historical book, so it's a biography. But some of the stories, the way they were written, is borderline historical fiction. I tried to look up the exact genre. He never listed. It's never stated in the book. So I'm gonna go with its historical biography. But some of the stories kind of blurs. It seems some of them sound more fictional. But it was amazing. It was an amazing read. It was a very easy read. I wanted to read the rest of it. I would highly recommend this book to everybody, especially those who enjoy war stories, biographies, stuff like that. And then for my lesson plan, I plan on going with the book's aviation theme, but simplifying it. For an aviation lesson, I want the students to focus on kind of where the planes was and how far we've came with them, the different kind of models we went through, the historical people that did all these amazing things, and I'm wanting to try to see if I can find a way to have the students try to make maybe the first airplanes, the first model planes, to see if they can maybe build one to kind of tie in science with the unit. I think that would be really fun and would be a really fun way to teach aviation to the students. So that's my goal. But overall, it was a really good book. Oh, I forgot to mention. Also, he had footnotes. And at the end of his book, he had regular notes where he listed out his sources and he talked about them. He talked about his bibliography and where he got all of his sources. So it was a really amazing book and I would recommend it. Thank you.